Well, thank you so much for joining the Creative Cow Show. Today we have Nahuel, Srnec, and Anna, and they have put together a movie called Máquina para ver el Alma, which premieres in June of this year. Hello, thank you very much.
Glad to be here.
I've learned, Nahuel, that you are a longtime cow member. Is that true?
Yes, I started learning from the forums in 2010, I think. Yes, and it helped me a lot to learn about post-production and give me my first shows with the things that I learned there. I started working in motion graphics and visual effects, and I think I learned almost everything that make me start in the industry
by
from
watching
there.
tutorials.
Yeah, watching tutorials and learning from the forums. Yes, it was very useful. Yes.
Nahuel, you are the director of the film, among other things, correct? And Anna, you are the writer of the film.
Both. She's the writer and director. I'm the co-director and producer, DP, and
a lot
of things. Yes, and I made the edition and the grading and some VFX, a lot of things.
And the coordination of the VFX also.
Yes.
He made a lot. And also, I was the assistant in the editing. We had to manage to change a lot of things because we made the post-production during the pandemic. So
during COVID. So yes, we was in quarantine.
Fortunately together.
Yes, and we managed to find a way to finish the movie. We finished production, I think 2 days before the quarantine. Yes.
We entered filming 2 days before quarantine. We didn't know this was going to happen, as none of us. But we managed to make my house the central of post-production and to work with another editor, though in the end, Nahuel ended up being the main editor of the film and also coordinating later. I guess this year we finished the film.
Yes, we finished the film in October, but last week we made another version and new VFX and new grading.
Yes. The mixing of the sound. We had to postpone.
Yes, last week. Yes, last week was by the end of January 2022.
Yes, so it was a lot
of work.
Other than the pandemic, were there other challenges that you faced while you were making your film?
Yes, we have a lot of challenges, mainly because here in Argentina, making films is really difficult, and a science fiction film it's difficult to get financing. So we managed to make it with a great team of artists and VFX artists and the actresses and the actors
in a collaborative
way. Yes. So it was really, really difficult. It was a lot of work, and we have to manage how to make the production at the same time that I have another shows and be able to pay the rent. We all do to pay the rent and make the schedule work.
I shouldn't say this, but the truth is the script managed to gather the attention of the people.
Yes,
because it's not usual to make a script of science fiction here, especially hard science fiction, where I am doctor in biology. He studied physics the first years of the university. So we are kind of ¿cómo se dice? Nerds.
Yes. Yeah. All this before we studied film, and I started in the film industry, I think in 2008, but before that I studied physics.
He has lots more experience than myself in that. So I think you watch it, right?
Yes, it was great. A very great.
Great.
I love the subject matter. That's right up my alley. It really is.
It has a lot of a detail of the experience of being in a real research, right? Though the subject was, you know, a fantasy, we made it and with our knowledge of being in the academic world. So it's not so usual. Then the people got interest in that, but the main thing that made them commit with the project was that Nahuel is really great. So he's good in a lot of areas, and he's known for his work in post-production, especially. So when the people knew he was in the team, he was one of the main heads of the team, then people started to want to work in collaboration with us. And so
Yes,
we managed to make it.
What was your experience shooting the film in the Blackmagic camera 4K in Blackmagic RAW, and also your experience editing with DaVinci Resolve?
actually, it was fantastic. I started editing with Betacam SP, and then with mini digital video, and then high digital video, and then with the Panasonic P2, and then eventually high definition, and now 4K, and then the raw format. But with the Blackmagic Pocket was a fantastic, really great experience, because first of all, the codec is really great. It's really light. It can play, and you can edit it in our laptop, because we have to edit it in quarantine. We managed to run the 4K RAW in our laptop, and then
it's compact. So
yes,
we
it's really,
put it in the running, and
yes, we can use our own gimbals, and we can shoot in real locations without having to cut the street. And because of you're right, because it is small and compact, but we can use it was a really
fast.
sorry for the English. It was a really fast shooting. We can move very quickly, and because it has a really big screen, I think it's like 6 or 7 inches.
We call it guerrilla, no?
Yes, it was like a guerrilla style.
Guerrilla style, which I think it's kind of a joke, right? That you are in a war situation, right? You have to do everything fast and without a lot of resources, and we could resolve things very easily, just because we had everything in a compact.
Yes, we have
we didn't need
a lot of luck, because it has yes, and it has a good dynamic range and good yes, a good ISO range. So we managed to light all the scenes with the natural light, and we have scenes all light by candles, and
sometimes we couldn't use a screen, ¿cómo se dice?
Yes, a monitor.
A monitor. We couldn't monitor, because there was no place, and we had to move, and it was no problem, because the small screen is not so small.
Yes, because we shoot in real locations. The research laboratory is an actual research laboratory.
It's not a set. It's a real house. Yes.
No, but the laboratory
is a real laboratory of my friends in the faculty.
And you also worked in DaVinci Resolve to edit and color the film. And how was that work?
Well, I started grading a lot of time. I think I started grading in 2009 with another platform. And then I started using DaVinci Resolve in 2012, I think. And so on. I always work in Resolve for grading, and I really like it. I used to edit in other platforms, but I try to move to Resolve, so I have an easiest workflow, and I really like how I can edit there. I really like all the tools that it has, and one of the main reasons why we used DaVinci Resolve for edit was because it was really fast and really easy to sync all the video and audio, and to have a good order of the project, un buen orden del proyecto.
Organize it better.
Yeah, we could organize the project really well and really fast, and it speed up our editing process.
And just out of curiosity, do you use the Blackmagic speed editor? It has like a little dial.
Yes, I have it here.
Nice.
We made the rough cuts in the cut page of DaVinci Resolve. When DaVinci Resolve introduced the cut page, I really was a bit skeptical about that. I really didn't think that I was going to use it, but I really like it. I really do my first rough cut in the cut page, and with the speed editor, it really speed up our workflow. And when I'm color grading, really, I only use the shell. When I'm color grading, I only use that, but it's okay. I really like it. I really like it for editing. For color grading, it's just a shell.
And the balls.
Yes. I have a color grading panel here.
Yeah, I had the chance to learn a lot because he's a trainer. He's a Blackmagic trainer. Indeed, right. The NS Films is one of the
training partners.
Partners.
Yes, we are training partners of Blackmagic here in Argentina.
So I had, like the particular classes right at my house, and then I happened to edit some bits of the film because he was there sometimes. Well, we had too much work, it's a lot of work to picture.
Yes, there were some scenes that I couldn't manage to resolve, to see how yes, and I couldn't make it work. There's a
we were tired.
Yes,
we were very tired.
Yes, and there's a training montage in a part of the movie that it has music, and I couldn't make it work. And
yes, I sit with Britney Spears music, and it worked.
Yes, right now it hasn't. Britney Spears.
It's not in the film.
It's not in film. We have a tango electronic music.
Yes. But it's funny that we had to,
yes,
put it rhythm and.
Okay. Yes, we edited with Britney. Yes, that's right.
It is amazing to speak with COW members that have made such a beautiful project as yours, and thank you very much for speaking with me on the Creative Cow Show.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.